Hey YouTube, I've been focusing on Ultra League Premier this week, but it also is Great League. So let's look at some Great Leagues battles here. So I started with Quagsire, lickitung, Altaria. And it's basically, I started with Altaria because I kind of like what my title said, what's like back to meta relevance, right? Because you have a lot more fighters, a couple fires, not a ton of steals as much anymore because all the fighters, right? So Altaria kind of jumps back up a little bit. If you're gonna run Altaria, you need something to deal with steel. So I put in Quagsire first, and lickitung safe swaps, right? So it's just a very balanced team. I switched to azumarill. There was a couple what was the Pokemon? There's like one or two Pokemon that I saw that kind of broke Quagsire and Altaria. I forget what they were off the top of my head. Maybe we'll see them in the battles, but that's the reason I switched to azumarill after a few of them. So, Umbreon, Quagsire. Kind of an evenish matchup. Advantage Umbreon just on its bulk. Shield's a Stone Edge, so now huge advantage to Umbreon. I think I'm just matching shields here, even though I know that they are gonna probably still take it. I don't think from a shadow. Yeah, not from a shadow, to a shadow Pokemon. Yeah, two is probably enough with the snarls adding up there. And as you can see, like one Stone Edge is not even close enough. I'm interested to see if I shield or just try and live this with like 1 HP. I do live with 1 HP and I do get off the Stone Edge, a couple of HP. So I get the Stone Edge, right? So you do lose. It is a close matchup. And it will have a bit of energy coming out. So the question is, what do I do here? And I think this is Altaria because obviously Lick is resisted from the lickitung. So getting ahead on Altaria energy is not a bad. Plus you're tanky, so you can, right? Whether you use Quagsire, azumarill, and then lickitung, Altaria, very, 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 very tanky team. So it gives you options there. Charge Bug is an okay answer. It's not like an amazing answer because you're still doing neutral with everything, Dragon Breath and Sky Attack. And they're only doing neutral with their electric, but those do come pretty quick. And Charge Bug is pretty tanky in itself. But able to take switch here. Not that I need it. It's not that I took switch because they came in. They still have 2 Pokemon left. What's left on the Umbreon and Trevenant. And so we're going to instant swap into lickitung. And this is just like just a dominant matchup, right? They can only throw Seed Bombs. Shadow Claw is resisted. I'm going straight Power Whip. Both moves resisted, but Body Slam I think is double resisted. So going for that single resisted Power Whip. They'll get a second Seed Bomb off. Oops. They'll get a second Seed Bomb off. And a Foul Play, which is not enough to take out. And now the Licks put it low enough that it's just Body Slam range and they quit once I get the move anyways. Whiscash probably has an advantage in this matchup because you can't go Stone Edge. You can only go Mud Bomb. And they can go Scald on you because Scald is neutral. So one Mud Bomb obviously doesn't even take it to half, which is the problem, as opposed to Scald here, which will take you below half. And now you're in Mud Bomb range, right? So they can just go Scald, Mud Bomb, take you, and you can only go 2 Mud Bombs and not take them out. So it's kind of a rough matchup here, but not worth giving up switch for, in my opinion. I can very easily just come in with Altaria and just not need to worry about any move here if they get to a move, which they do. My game has been, let's talk about the pros. I've not had, knock on wood, I've not had crazy like I have not had crazy like game crashes for a while now, which I was getting a ton of those. So I haven't had those. And for the most part, it's been good. Like no like spinning ball of death. I think maybe one spinning ball of death thing. But I've had a lot of, as you saw at the beginning there, what are essentially just like slight frame drops, just enough to throw off your timing and cause you a little bit of problems there. So slight frame drops are costing me a move here and there. And in the back end, we now have a Dragonair with 2 shields versus a lickitung with 2 shields. So the question is the Dragonair damage going to outpower this? And the answer probably would have been yes, except they make the crazy decision to not use a shield here. So it's essentially just like lick down range once the first thing comes out. Once they let the first one go through. So now I grab a shield. I don't know why I grab a shield. I think I need to commit to the farm down anyways, and I do get it. And now I just commit to the farm down here, and I get it here. So that was kind of a weird one. If they shielded, I did have a move, but they still had 2 shields. Or like 1 shield. This matchup, I was so surprised how strong, because I got good bulk IVs here, but I was so surprised how much damage these aerial aces do to an Altaria. Like, I'm at 50% after 1 aerial ace, which seems just crazy to me. But I guess these wing attacks and aerial aces from a shadow really add up on Altaria. So now it's just kind of like, I think I'll live, but barely, and I don't know if I'll get to another flying move here. No, I won't. I was going to say, I wouldn't have got to that, so they kind of dumped their energy for no reason here, because I would not have gotten to it. Maybe Gligar. Maybe it was some sort of like Gligar or something like that I decided to switch to Azumarill. They get another one off. Again, if I counted, I probably would have thrown the Body Slam before, but, you know. How many seasons in are we now? 16, and we still are not counting. I need to get a good Shadow Whiscash. I still don't have a Shadow Whiscash. I just have a regular one, which I like using. I'm using it. I don't know when the next Great League is, but I'm using it. My go-to team. It's like Whiscash, Sableye, Togedemaru. Man, I really wish I had one of those. I keep looking to the left because I'm hearing the snow, the very wet, haily type snow. This has been. So I don't know where everyone lives. I know all over. It's been one of the mildest winters I've ever seen in my life. We have not had snow on the ground for the last month, and it's been like 10 degrees for the last month. And it started raining a ton today. We're getting some sort of like rain turning into snowstorm. So we haven't had snow in a month, and it's now April what? April like 4th? And we're going to get like 20 centimeters tonight. So we're going to wake up to, and then it's going to go back to like 14 degrees next week. Just crazy. Anyways. Going to chip the Azumarill here. I could get into lickitung. Yeah, that makes sense. Chipping it just to get into power whip range. Power Up does not come anywhere close to one-shotting, so chipping with the Stone Edge to then be able to get the Power Up. And I don't even think the Power Up takes out from here, quite honestly. Azumarill is quite tanky, yeah. And they get another move off because of that. Just so bulky. I mean, I'm got a lickitung, Azumarill, and quagsire, so it's not like I'm not. But yeah, I also needed to keep switch. And chipping and keeping switch is huge here, just because I get my quagsire on this. And you just don't let your Altaria see this. They get to a move, that's fine. They're in Mud Bomb range already. So take me out. They do not take me out. I try and go for the Power Up. I do get it. And they're undercharging to come out with an Earthquake. Which is not a terrible idea, but it's not a great idea, because now instead of having to throw a Mud Bomb, you're just in Mud Shot range. So I can shield up potential Earthquake, just a Rock Slide bait. Out comes a Sableye. I will chip, and then probably a Altaria right away. Or chip or grab a shield. Not surprising that I was able to grab that. I assume, yeah, even if it's a return, I kind of have to let it go, because I don't think Altaria has any sort of win condition. I think Quagsire is your win condition. I think if I can grab a shield or take this out, both are good scenarios, because now it's basically in Mud Bomb range. They have to throw. It is a foul play, will hurt. I mean, it will take me out. But the thing is, they will now have at least a foul play coming out here. So they'll have a foul play. I just got a shield because I'm already at 50% health, so I got a shield. So I got to farm up a little bit to come out with some energy to take out the G-Fisk and enough to just take this out. So throw it here and then 1 or 2 more mud shots to take out the G-Fisk. And I will take this out here. Why did I switch Quagsire? It couldn't have just been the Gligar. Azumarill maybe too, get into a mirror match, but lickitung can deal with Azumarill. And this is, again, it's a loss, but it's not a terrible loss. So I don't know. I don't know the reason I switched out Quagsire. I'm shielding one because I know I could probably just play the one shield game. Just an Ice Beam. Don't love shielding an Ice Beam, but probably not enough to take out here, but we'll put it low. You know what? If it's not going to take out there, so that's a probably dumb play. If it's not going to take out, if a Stone Edge is not going to take out Azumarill on the second one, and you need to throw a Mud Bomb anyways, it just makes more sense to go Stone Edge on the first one, double Mud Bomb anyways, save like 1 Mud Shot or something, however much it is. Credility comes in. This is still neutral. So I think just like staying in here, chipping, so I can get my lickitung on this. One, you're doing good chip, right? Shadow, neutral, mud bombs. That's 2. They will farm me down. That's fine. These grass knots will hurt. Not as much as a rock slide to Altaria does. So you just take these grass knots. There's one. Here comes the second one. And then, can they get to a third one? They farmed a bunch. Skeldurge, unfortunately. Great that it's fire. Bad that it is disarming voice. So this probably won't one shot, but no, not even close. And I will get off a move here. But the problem is they will easily get to a second one, and they can probably farm and get to 3, quite honestly. They can probably go 2 here and then, yeah, back to back. Yep, that's smart. Smart by my opponent. Getting ahead of energy, taking me out, and then having a move for my lickitung. Because I was already at body slam, so if I licked a couple, if they did not farm up that extra incinerate, I probably could have licked and got to a power up and taken that out. I don't know how much was left on the other Pokemon, but I almost said mirror match, but it's basically a crap match, crap mirror match type thing. You're both doing resisted fast moves. You at least have a stab play rough as opposed to their non-stab drill run, but as you can see, still going to take a few to take out here. So pretty boring, but you just got to stay in here. I find Azumarill and Quagsire both pretty safe, right? Quagsire is just grass you need to really get out of. Everything else you can kind of stay in with. Azumarill, same thing. Like electric, like lanterns, obviously poisons. Like Toxapex are must. You got to get out, but otherwise, you can kind of stay in with a lot, which make them pretty strong Pokemon, and Pokemon that you can like have flexibility with while also having a safe swap in lickitung to provide even more flexibility. So Annihilate comes in, which is, again, it's bad matchup, but it's not bad. So they're getting super effective stab counters. I'm getting super effective non-stab licks. They can't throw a Shadow Ball because that's resisted, so they have to throw Night Slash. I'm throwing a Power Whip, which is neutral. Coming here just to take the rest of that out. And again, we saw how much Gligar does chip with these shadows, but having a shield advantage does put me at a advantage here. But yeah, this matchup's way worse than I expected it to be. Like, way worse. And it truly just does come down to how strong the Shadow Gligar is, how buffed the Wing Attack Aerial Ace combo is, and how nerfed Sky Attack is on Altaria, right? So Sky Attack got nerfed a few seasons ago, and you feel it. You do feel it on Altaria. Basically get the farm down. Yeah, I do get the farm down. I think I have one more battle here. mirror match. Okay, mirror match. So let's play that out. Yeah, so I have one more video this afternoon. Ultra League. I've used lickitung this morning. I'm using Licky this afternoon, so that's kind of funny. And then top teams tomorrow. Again, you'll see in my video tomorrow. I shot my video tomorrow first, but this video will go up first. I mentioned in my video tomorrow, I guess my OBS system has updated, because before OBS sat above my taskbar, and so I can go to my taskbar and get on the internet and look up like, oh, what leagues are coming up. But for some reason, OBS is now the entirety of my screen, and I don't have a taskbar, so I can't actually get out of OBS while I'm filming this video. So I can't look up the next, so I can't look up stats, and I can't look up PV Poke and all that stuff that I normally do. Like I normally do. So if anyone knows a fix to that, let me know, because looking up like the stats and the next week league and stuff like that is stuff that I love doing during these videos. So you're gonna get 2 videos where I actually talk about the battles. so stay tuned today, this afternoon, in this one. Let's see if I body slam. Yeah, force a shield or take this out. And they shield. I guess they want to try and get at least a foul play, maybe a return. Foul play. Azumarill comes back in. Are they going to be running a double ghost line? Is that why they're scared for lickitung to see it? Double ghost line. Yeah, and they're a dragon, but they're a dragon ghost and focus mostly on their ghost, as opposed to your dragon flyer, which mostly focus on your dragon, which is why it's an easy matchup there. So they top left. Anyways, that is it. So again, stay tuned for this afternoon's last Ultra League premiere video. We'll do some top teams tomorrow, and then we'll try and get back on a little more of a regular schedule. Like again, I just could not catch up from Easter, being gone 4 days, Friday through Monday, plus like sick kids and office days for work and everything. So I could not catch up on video. So I only had one video every single day except for today. So we'll try to probably pump out a few double videos depending on the days, maybe like Tuesday through Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how timing works. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.